from the oldest city in the USA, St. Augustine Tonight, with our guests, Jennifer Jordan, Brittany Alfonso, and our musical guest, Salt and Pine. And your host, Jorge Rivera. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. I promised I was going to talk music, and I have with me Nolan Baker, and he's one of the members of the band
Salt and Pine.
Salt and Pine. Yes. What kind of, if we had to put your music in a genre, in a box, what would you call it?
You know, it's probably safe to say we play folk music, but you know, it's not necessarily just that. I don't know. We go for a lot of different stuff.
Oh, is it? Now, when you think of the community where you grew up, what's home? What would be home?
Well, St. Augustine's not too far from home.
Okay.
I grew up in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And always loved coming to St. Augustine, and I'll be honest, being in the Lightner Museum is kind of a cool thing right now.
It is. It's an awesome place. It's an awesome place. So you grew up in Jacksonville, and now are you living here in St. Augustine?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
What do you like about the city?
I mean, just look around, you know? Like, there's nothing plastic here. Everything is antiquated in a good way. You get a sense of history all around you. And, you know, aside from visually how cool St. Augustine is, the people in St. Augustine, there's a general friendliness, cooperativeness. Being a part of the music scene here is really special.
So what instrument do you play in this group?
Play guitar and I sing.
Okay, and you sing. And how did the guitar become the instrument? Why are you not playing a tuba? That's the question.
I should be playing the tuba. I'm going to be honest. It's a big mistake playing that guitar. I'm still trying to get the hang of it.
So what is it about the guitar that you love so much?
I like the guitar because that's how I write songs.
Okay, so you think it's a great instrument to write songs then?
I mean, absolutely. I regret not learning the piano at a young age. That might be helpful, but you know, you can sit with the guitar anywhere, especially if it's an acoustic guitar. You don't have to set up anything.
Right.
And for me, it's the easiest way for me to write.
Who do you think was one of your influences as someone that you listened who played the guitar, or a group that was influential, that you love their music?
You know, honestly, I love everything. I pull from all different kinds of music because I love so many different kinds of music. Like many people, I'm a big Beatles fan.
Okay.
I'm a big John Lennon fan.
All right.
But you know, I like country music. I like hip hop music. I grew up in the 90s, so
90s music, 80s and 90s. I mean, I still listen to that music, and it's always so fresh.
Right.
It just has something about it. Yeah.
I would say that if I had to pick a songwriter that really affected me, that I think, I don't know if it's a direct influence, but it's someone I would try to emulate. It's someone. His name is John Prine. He's a songwriter of notoriety. Anybody who loves songs, they've probably heard his songs, didn't know they were his songs. He's someone who I look up to tremendously.
Now, you write music.
Yes.
When you write a song, and let's say I have 10 of your songs, and I look at them, do I find a common denominator? Do I say, he's melancholic, or he's always happy, and the sky is blue, and the girl is, you know?
A lot of anger, you know?
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
My songs are rage.
No, I will say, I do want to make it a mission, if I can, with music, to translate love, and love your neighbor, you know, love who you're with, love yourself. That's a reoccurring theme in a lot of our songs. And
okay.
Yeah.
Who are the people in your band right now?
Well, I'm very privileged to share this band with 3 other individuals. You saw 2 of them tonight. You know, I met Haley Thompson, who is our beautiful voice and in spirit vocalist. She plays percussion. She plays piano. Such an important part of Salt and Pine. With me and her, the thing we're very proud of is the harmonies that we're able to put together.
Okay.
So with Haley, Matthew Kirkland, when we were putting this together, it was kind of a project for just me and Haley. But we went to an open mic here, as a matter of fact, in St. Augustine, and that's where we met Matt. And he is someone who, if you've been coming to watch music in St. Augustine, you've probably seen him before. He's very sought after because he's extremely talented.
Now he plays the mandolin the banjo.
That's not it. I mean, he plays probably everything. He probably could. We're going to get him to sing too. We're going to figure that out.
Now you have a cellist now joining the group.
So
lately.
Our 3rd member is a recent addition, and again, I couldn't be more excited about it. He brings this extra quality. His name is Sam Shin. He is so phenomenally talented.
I saw him play at a little private event that Chelsea Sadler, another well-known musician, and he just came in and sat with her, and it looked like they had rehearsed for weeks.
He's good at that. Yeah. I sat down and I played a couple songs with him, and he already knew my songs. I was like, wait a minute, how did you do that? That's how gifted he is. He has the ear, and so does Matt. Those are guys that I can bring them music, and it's like they've already heard it. They just immediately get in there. So.
Now Salt and Pine now comes to St. Augustine, and St. Augustine has so many musicians.
It does, yeah.
What is your feel about all these musicians? Is the camaraderie
I'd say
good?
the most important thing about St. Augustine and the music scene here is there's a general cooperation. People are not stepping on anyone's toes. It is collaborative. This is different than a lot of other music scenes where people are clawing and fighting for maybe attention or notoriety. It couldn't be any more different here. You know, I'll go to open mics just for fun, and I'm running into musicians that blow my mind every single night, and there's no ego involved or arrogance. It really is an honor to share this town as a musician with everyone here, and everybody's kind of excited for everybody. So that's the most important thing.
So where do you see Salt and Pine in 2 years, 3 years from now?
Well, we are working on an album.
Oh wow!
Really excited about it because we have so many songs, and it's time to get them out there. So I'd say the biggest goal is making sure we finish our album and release that.
Okay.
And you know, we've been enjoying playing all over here in town. We're going to see where it takes us, but most importantly, I want anybody at any part of the globe to be able to get on their computer and maybe, you know, click, hear a Salt and Pine song. That'd be great.
Now, if you were on an island, I love to ask this question, musicians. If you were on an island and you can only listen to one song, what would that be?
Well, that is the hardest question of all. I'd go with an easy answer for me. Like I said, I'm a big John Prine fan, so you could pick anything out of his catalog and I would love it. One of the better songs of all time, I would say, is Sam Stone. You can put that on repeat.
All right. And if you had the time to learn another instrument, what do you think you'd like to try?
Like I said, the piano would have been a good idea.
Did you have the opportunity to
I did have the opportunity, and I shunned it immediately.
Why, you were too young? Or?
I just didn't want to do it. My mom graciously got me piano lessons, and I thought I was going to be an NBA basketball player, and that just didn't work out.
Well, you do have the height. So did your mom or your dad have any musical background themselves?
You know, it's funny. My mom was in the marching band in high school.
Oh.
And that's where it stopped for her.
What did she play?
Clarinet.
There's so many clarinet players.
And my dad, if I had to be honest with you, any love of music, I get that directly from my dad. He is the most avid music fan. He's almost a student of it. He's the guy that when a song comes on, he has to ask you, all right, who wrote the song? Who played the guitar? He knows it all. And he never played himself, but he's super passionate about music.
Well, musicians are nothing without those who listen to it and love it.
Exactly.
So they're just or probably more important unless you play to hear yourself, but most musicians like to share their music. And of course, someone like your dad is just what a musician needs.
I would agree. And he's a good guy too. He's a great guy.
Would you and Salt and Pine play us something to end the show?
I would love to play another song for you, Jorge. I would love to.
When we come back, Salt and Pine is going to lead us out. And now, Salt and Pine.
color, a different kind of you, different color. Different color, just different color.
Thank you everybody. Thank you. And this is our show for tonight. Please come back for our next show, which will be at the Lincolnville Museum and Cultural Center. Thank you very much, and